Yeah, those are like accessory after the fact.
Yeah, those girls did not develop a huge bodonkus.
Yeah,
fucking
kickbacks.
Kickbacks, fucking 1 foot on a Bosu ball and 1 foot up their training partner's ass and a band around their waist and a band around their legs and everything else. They do not look that way because they do all that goofy shit. They did the basic shit that we're gonna do today, and then they put that shit on Instagram because it gets views and clicks. Getting the warm-up right is kind of tough. You know, everybody's got different issues. I've got some lower back issues. Jay's got some mobility issues in his hips. Sometimes that's a function of your flexibility. Sometimes that's a function of weakness in that area. But these are a couple of the mobility warm-up type drills we do after we get a little bit of a sweat going. To get my lower back, I would say I gotta get my lower back started up. To get it started up, I like to rock back up on my shoulder blades. Your head can touch, but don't put a lot of weight on it. We rock back. If you can get some hang time, that's great. Reach forward, spread, flat, reach under control. Don't do this. That's really bad. You should be able to theoretically stop at any point in this movement as we build up the strength and flexibility together, which creates mobility. What's wrong with this angle?
Frozen.
You don't like this angle?
Get out of here with that.
Next one that we do, we gonna start from like a push-up position, neutral everything, and we're gonna bring our foot up and try to put it as close to our hand as we can. Push the hips down and change. Now, the second one, it'll get closer. You don't have to hang out super long, just push and pause. Jay's hip flexors are super tight because he's just so strong. So he's got a knee on the bench and he's gonna push his hips forward. Push his hips forward, keeping his chest up, back straight, and pushing his hips forward, trying to stretch the hip flexor of the leg that's on the bench. One thing I do to kind of open up my lower back is I grab here and I do kind of like a toe to bar, but under control. I try to minimize how much I swing. And that makes my back feel a lot better. If I do about 5 of these, usually in between my sets of squats that we're about to do, I'll do 5 of these. If you can't get your toes to the bar, don't worry about it. Just do this. And if you can't do that, just do this. But what we don't want to do is just this. I got to pick my butt up. Like I'm trying to spray like from some kind of like gland. Like if I had some sort of defensive spray mechanism, I got to pick my butt up. Even if you do this one, butt up. Your butt has to come up just a little and try to minimize that swing. So post-workout, I'll show you the supplements I use, but I do 2 little things whenever I've done like barbell squats to kind of put my spine in a bit of traction. One, I grab like this. Now this is kind of tough if you don't have the grip strength to hang, but you need to try to relax, and I just sort of wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You got to relax everything from the hands down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And if I do it enough, I get some little pops and adjustments in the lower back. And I'll do this maybe 30 seconds at a time. Do it a couple times. The other one I use the inversion table here. So I didn't know shit about the inversion table at first. I thought maybe it's bullshit, but I used it. A client gave me this, and I used it 3 times a week, and my lower back felt a lot better. I thought at first, because I'm me, I was like, for sure, I just need to go straight upside down. Oh, shit. But you don't actually have to go upside down. You can actually get to right about here is good enough for me. If I want to get more, I can. You're sort of in control of it. But you actually, if you're a beginner, you just need your head lower than your feet. And you're getting some of that decompression, and you're getting the benefits from it. You just need your head lower than your feet. Do it 3 times. You got to build up. Now, after a while, I can hang like this and let my head turn purple and all that shit. And it feels good. If I sit here long enough, I get that good, but it's not totally necessary. I recommend you get a spotter at first because you'll have trouble relaxing. Maybe someone that can like take over and hold on to it for you.
But you got to learn to relax and like reach and reach and reach and like think long and kind of wriggle and wiggle and think long. Like imagine yourself as very long, even if you're not.
Look, Yubi says, I'm pretty darn awesome.
Pretty darn awesome.